Yeah, aloha. Hi. Hope everyone's good. I'm popping in because I can't help myself on the trail. Not a day goes past that I'm not here. And sometimes I wonder what it would be like if I wasn't, if I just if I just went along with everyone else. I know not everyone else, because if you're here you're probably on a similar journey. But if I just went with the crowd, if I just stayed with the herd, if I just did what I was told, huh? Holy moly, where's this coming from? I didn't know I was going to head this way. Like I said, I'm allowing in that moment of that first breath, I'm trying not to have preconceived ideas of what I'm going to say, even though I've got books and books and books of what I kind of call my code cracking of life and being, and the why are we here, the what's, the whys, the whens. Although, and definitely I'm trying to steer away from the how. I don't think that's so much the thing. We should focus on the how, because I think when we can focus on the what do we want? What do I want? What do I want to do? What do I want to be? Who do I want to become? What kind of world do I want to be part of? What do I want to live in? I think it's more the what, but the how, when we try and do that from our human self, I think that's when we trip ourselves up and we find it hard, and it's like pushing a log up a hill or swimming upstream. Oh, I did not get myself comfortable. I kind of just went, let's go. So I don't think the how is so much our business, even though we can do it, we can do things. You know what I was going to say was the hard way. We can roll our sleeves up and use hard work. We can suffer. We can work hard for 60 years and then we can enjoy our lives once we retire. I don't think that's the way we're meant to do it. I definitely feel like we work too hard. I definitely think we are meant to be slower. I definitely think that we should prioritize people over profit. I've told that equation before in another video, but I'll say it again. So at the moment, I think if we were to encapsulate our world in a simple fraction, an equation, it would be, and I'll just quickly write it down because sometimes the visual's good if I have a pen that works. Let me just give you the equation again. Okay, this is what I think the equation is at the moment. It has been for quite a while, if you can see that. People, so profit over people, which just is crazy. Every time I think of it, it just blows my little mind. I'm going, I don't think that's the way it's meant to be. And all we need to do is turn it upside down so we have people over profit. And I feel like that's kind of where we're at the moment. I feel like we are flipping things over, which is interesting because we also have been or are in a pole shift, which is interesting. And I've only just kind of pieced it together with this flipping of the energy structure of the way we've been living our lives. Okay, this is good. So with that flipping of the poles, and if you don't know anything about that, maybe, you can just Google, use discernment though. I am not a scientist, nor am I a professional. I'm an artist. I am an artist. I am a soul seeker. I actually don't like labels. I don't like giving myself, or I don't like putting myself or others in a box. You know, when you go to gatherings or parties and you meet new people, what does everybody say? What do you do? Who cares? I want to start saying, hi, hello. Let's just pretend I'm at a party. Hi, I'm meeting a new person. Hi, how are you? What's your name? My name's Care. Oh, Fred. Lovely to meet you, Fred. What do you do? So who are you, Care? You know what I want to say? Instead of listing off the labels, I want to say, I am a child of the universe here to have my greatest life experience. And just go from there. Let's see what comes up. Because I don't want to be in a box. I don't want to restrict myself and limit myself by saying, I am this. And then by saying I am this, am I saying I'm not anything else? Because our words are so powerful. We are defining and refining and refining in every word and every thought that spins in your mind. And then also the action we take from our thoughts and words, but the thoughts and words have already built a foundation of what we're going to be doing in our action. So be careful. What are you foundationing, if that's a term, for your life? Are you telling yourself that you are limitless? Are you telling yourself that you are here as a divine being to have a wonderful experience? Because in that old equation with the profit over people, what we're putting up above us all is something that's not really living. And I understand there is an energy to money and an energy to abundance, and it's not something we should dislike per se. And I feel like when we do that, often we can cut off our abundance. So I am careful in my thinking and wording of doing that. But I do think it would be lovely should we all decide that each of us, all of us, without a soul left behind, is worth more than any amount of money that there is in this world, in this reality experience. If we could do that, now we're getting somewhere. But while we are still allowing people, and I understand it is energetic too, because you can give people money, and if their energy isn't aligned with it, it will just slip through their little grasp. So that's really important to know. So it needs a foundation in which to settle in. But the way we've been creating our livelihoods and our purpose and our being and our world is on a foundation of fear, on a foundation of control, on a foundation of power and greed. And that's hard for people then to feel safe and feel held and feel provided for. So you do need to have that core foundation pretty firm in order to have abundance come in and stick and not just go out the back door. So how can we do that? And this is very important, I feel, as the poles are shifting, our energy is shifting, so we are going into a new time of a different energy foundation, whether we like it or not. I feel, and disclaimer, I'm working it out, one little thought trail at a time, that where we're going, I believe, and I feel our beliefs are so important, and it's so important to know what your belief systems are so you can kind of check where you might have little pitfalls and trick traps coming from your own foundations and belief systems. So it's like rewriting. We are rewriting our story on an individual level and also on the collective level, because we have both going in unison. And it's even more than that, because we are so, as I am finding, multi-dimensional. There's so many layers. There's not just this human self. There is an understanding that there is a greater self which is still here as part of this. Like, we have a connecting, I don't know, let's just say for the sake of example, I have said previously how, imagine, what if, I'm going to go with the what if. What if your higher, greater self, which is your ultimate beingness, is attached to you, or is you. Okay, we're not attached to our greatest higher self, we are. But we have sent a part of us, a percentage of us, into this avatar self that is here having this experience. So our greater beingness is benefiting from everything we're learning, but our greater beingness has like the ultimate top of the mountaintop, double tops, top of the mountaintop vantage point of our whole life experience, on the smaller self, individual self, to the macro collective selves of life and beingness, and also sees all the connections and potential connections, and also the ways that we could go, should go, don't go. Don't go that way. Oh, I've often not listened in the past, long time ago, to my higher guidance and gone the road that I shouldn't have. And I have learned some pretty hard lessons through that. But now I'm learning to allow that guidance. And it's so subtle. So the way it feels to me is, it's like even, and I've analogized, if that's a word, this before. Imagine a cord off the top of your head. So imagine, just for the sake of this little explanation, your higher self is up on a kite, right up high where it can see everything. But the only way it can communicate to you is by tugging on this cord and sending vibrations down that tickle your head. And sometimes it pulls you this way, sometimes it pulls you that way. Sometimes it can send words and thoughts and pictures down the cord into your mind. Sometimes sentences, but mostly it's bits and pieces that we have to decode, hence the code cracking. And you get these subtle urges to do stuff, go that way. If you're listening, what I'm finding is the more I acknowledge that information coming in and listen to it and actually take action, it's like practice makes perfect. The more I practice this, the better I get at it. It's so bizarre. I just don't get it. The more I put into it, the more I get out. So that just sounds so funny. So now I completely forgot what I was saying. Basically, that we are all on a trail. Now, I completely did get off track because I'm looking at my page. I'm glad I wrote it down, the profit over people. And we are in the midst of a big shift, whereas we are turning that on its head. We're flipping it upside down so that the people, which is us, you and me and everyone, hey, what? As I'm saying that, part of me saying, don't say it as it's in the future care. It needs to be said as if it is now, because when we say something's coming, it's over there, but it's coming here, but it's over there. So if we keep saying something's coming, it could be wonderful, beautiful, but we, by our energy of saying it's coming does not mean it's here. Coming means it's in pause over there, because it's waiting for you to get in to it's here mode. It's here. It's here. I wrote in my book this morning, and I don't know what it is, but I wrote, today is the day. I don't even know what it's for, but today is the day. That's so exciting. I'm so excited as to what is going to come in today. But that is the most important part, is do not keep it at bay, because we can get so excited and then, for years we're going, oh, I know it's coming. Just one more hill, one more corner to go round, and it'll be here. It's here. It's here. It's here. It's here. It's here. It's done. It's done. Everything is done. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to be anything. It's here. So again, I hope that makes sense, because I know it makes sense to me now. I am so excited for where I am. You know what? I just saved myself. I was going to say where I am going. I am so excited for where I am now. In this moment now. And I'm going to embrace the moment, embrace the day. I'm going to know that I am exactly where I'm meant to be in this moment now. And you are exactly where you're meant to be in this moment now. If you are, and that is the thing, if you're aware of your words and your thoughts and your actions, and know that you have this higher guidance attached to a cord, and they're up there, your higher self, your greater self that sees and knows everything, is up there with the clouds on a kite, giving you guidance in every moment. So when you feel that little intuition, oh my goodness, I can feel it right now. That is so cool. On my right side, just here, just in here, or if I just got an itch. Is it just an itch? It was a tingle on my right side of my head. Okay, what do I need to do? Go outside? Oh, you know what I need to do is look at the birds that are outside on the trees. You know those little brown sparrowy birds? They're like the mice of birds. They're just beautiful. And they're little, and they live all together in these wonderful, lovely families. They always seem happy, and I feed them. That's probably why they're so happy, and they also get a lot of the fruit from the trees. That's why I had to look that way, to remind me that life can be so simple, and perhaps we overcomplicate it. And we're definitely, okay, I started on this. I love it when it comes full circle. That we are too busy. We're not machines. We're not meant to be machines. We're not meant to work so hard. And this is the time that we are shifting that into something better and easier and more beautiful for everyone. But it's a matter of putting our thoughts, words, actions there in every moment of every day if possible. Even if it's one moment of every day, that works too. But what else did I need to say? I must go out with the birds today. And also the grounding, the eating well, sleeping well, drinking lots of water. Support your nervous system, because your nervous system, when it's in relax, is emitting one of the best signals you could out to the universe to say that I do feel relaxed, I do feel at ease, I know I am cared for and loved. And when we have that core frequency, that is what is coming back at us, straight back at you. Okay, that is my thought for the day, and I'm going to pop out, and I'm hoping wherever you are, you're having a beautiful morning, arvo evening, and I will pop back to Moz. Much love.